A sudden knock echoed, sharp, loud, insistent. It was very late. Anna sat bolt upright. Her old house was silent. She was completely alone. Her heart began to pound. Who would call at this hour? She moved like a ghost down the darkened hallway, her bare feet cold on wood. She reached the front door and pressed her eye to the peephole. Only blackness stared back. The porch light offered no comfort. No one there, or so it seemed. Her fingers hesitated. Then they closed on the cold knob. She took one shaky breath and pulled the heavy door open. The porch was empty, except for a small object resting on the doormat, a blank VHS tape. She cautiously picked it up, stepped back inside, and bolted the door. Curiosity warred with a rising dread. The old VCR sat in the living room covered in a thin layer of dust. She hadn't used it for years, but an unseen force pulled her. She had to see the contents. She needed to understand. What secrets did this tape hold? She slid the cassette into the machine. The VCR whirred, then clicked. The television screen flickered to life. First a blast of harsh static, then an image slowly formed, a long, dark, empty hallway. The picture quality was poor, grainy. It looked like very old footage. The camera on the tape moved, slowly, unsteadily, down the hallway, as if held by a trembling hand. A faint sound emerged from the speakers, barely audible at first. A child humming a simple tune. The melody was off-key, disturbing. Suddenly, a figure appeared at the far end of the filmed hallway. The tape abruptly ended. Anna stared at the ejected tape. Her hands were visibly trembling now. A cold sweat slicked her forehead. What in God's name had she watched? It felt more than just an old film. It felt personal, malevolent. She wanted to throw it away, burn it, destroy it somehow. Then it happened once more. Knock, 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 louder this time, more insistent. Each rap vibrated through the old house, through Anna herself. Her blood turned to ice water. This could not be happening again. It simply could not be. She scrambled back to the door, her heart hammered against her ribs. She peered through the peephole again. The porch remained empty, dark. Swallowing her fear, she yanked the door open. And there it was. On the mat, another VHS tape, identical, waiting. Panic began to claw at her throat. She grabbed her phone, desperate, to call the police, to call anyone. She pressed it to her ear. Only static answered her plea, a harsh grating sound, like the television, like the tape. The outside world was gone. She was utterly, terrifyingly alone. A strange, heavy fatigue washed over her. Her limbs felt like lead. Her eyelids drooped uncontrollably. She fought against the encroaching sleep, tried to stay awake, to resist. But the drowsiness was a physical weight, crushing her, pulling her down. Sleep took her, swiftly, completely. She awoke with a violent jerk, disoriented, confused. The room was dark. How long had she been asleep? A chilling sense of déjà vu crept in. Then she heard it. Time ceased to have any meaning. Days, nights, hours, minutes blurred. Each cycle was an exact replica. The knock, the tape, the girl. Her fear had numbed to a dull terror. Her sanity frayed like old cloth. She was a prisoner in her own home, in her own repeating nightmare. She tried to alter the sequence, refused to open the door. The knocking grew louder, more violent. The wood of the door began to splinter, then silence. The tape was inside, on the floor, waiting for her. She tried smashing the VCR. It was new again in the next cycle. She destroyed the tapes, burned them, but a fresh one always appeared. The house itself seemed to heal, to reset for the next performance. She was trapped, utterly,